AJ, this season started off amazingly well, and it kind of had to tread water there in the middle part of the season. You go out, you make the moves to improve this ball club. Is this part of what you envisioned when you went out and made those moves?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we played great ball to start the season. Hopefully we start the year and end the year playing our best ball of the year. And yeah, I think the deadline, we needed to round the club out. So we thought we had a team that could get to this point. Probably, knew we needed some reinforcements. Our baseball ops team did a great job. I think seeing Freddie get the big hit tonight was fun to watch. I think it was all part of the puzzle, honestly, just rounding out the team.
I mean, throughout the course of the season, different things have popped up in terms of what you guys needed to add or what you needed to improve. Talk about this coaching staff, because they seem to pull a lot of things out of guys that hadn't reached the potential that we've seen them reach this year. Yeah, I mean, you look at Gavin Sheets that comes here with the opportunity, talking to Schulte, Victor, Mike McCoy's done an unbelievable job with Gavin. You see guys like, at the end of the day, you look at the bullpen piece of David Morgan coming up through the organization, coming right into the mix in the big leagues. Schulte every day. Every day is to talk about what baseball excellence looks like. It's a teaching class. The group is like, it's a thankless job. They're here at noon every day. They're the last guys to leave. It's a huge part of our success is our coaching staff. And when you can give them talented players and then see those guys achieve and overachieve, that's a testament to the work the staff does every day. Probably one of the moves that doesn't get talked about enough is you bring Nick Pivetta in kind of last minute. You had to get creative. Just talk about that signing and how big it was for this ball club. Yeah, it's kind of fitting he's on the mound today in a clinching game because he's been that guy all year long. I think he was a guy throughout the offseason kind of monitoring his market. And, with Joe's injury, Musgrove being out, we knew we were a little short on the starting pitching side. And, we got to February and, a guy like Pavetta's still out there who our R&D teams talked about for the last few years is a guy that we thought we could take to a different level. And he's become here and been unbelievable, been the ace of the staff. It's great to see him out there. Can we talk about Manny Machado? I mean, you got to see him reach some career highs this year. This was your first real big signing you brought here, and now for the first time in 19 years, this team is going to back-to-back playoff appearances. This has got to be kind of all coming together. Obviously, there's a big prize at the end that you want to get to, but this has got to feel right now. Yeah, I mean, you can really go around the room and talk about, thought process and where we're at with trades, free agent signings, but obviously bringing Manny here to San Diego, you're bringing a superstar in the prime of his career in a city where kind of people were used to those superstars going out the other way. You've seen it your whole life. To do it where Manny came in, he was kind of that first piece, that foundational piece. We talked about in Havana Harry's and Coral Gables when we were kind of doing our recruiting pitch, myself and Yaine and Manny, this being the norm. And at that time it was a little bit more of a dream and a vision, but Manny bought in, he wanted to be a part of it. Everybody knows he's the guy here, and he's the one that kind of started this whole thing. And to see him year in, year out.
Sounds like Manny has intercepted AJ.
He has indeed. Last one. AJ, you have introduced a portion of Padre fans to some of the best years of Padre baseball. And as I said, I know there's an ultimate goal, but how do you feel? You've been kind of the one spearheading on that. I know you don't like to talk about yourself, but I think you got you on this one.
I mean, I know Jesse and you talk about these being the golden years. That was the idea. And I think when Peter Ron sat down with our group in 2016, it was, hey, when we get to 2020, we want to be good year in, year out this decade. It's just fun to bring a lot of joy to the fans of San Diego. We have such a good organization, such a good group. It's great to be a part of it. Got some steps to do now. It's like getting in is the start. Now it's all about trying to win that World Series ring and go put a flag here in San Diego.
Dry up. Enjoy yourself, brother.